Hey everyone, welcome to the exclusive global meetup for September. First of all, thank you for taking the time to join us here today. We're very, very excited to have all of you here. Essentially, this particular meetup that we have for September is going to be more around a total rebrand of the schools program. At the moment, we are, or at least for this month, we're not going to be having any school join and showcase what they're doing today, like we have in the past webinar. So let me share my screen really quick. Okay, so hopefully all of you can see my screen now. So in case you're new to the program, first of all, of course, a warm welcome to all of you, especially to Wave 9, as this is probably your first global meetup. We just have a few updates before we actually go into the big sort of exciting update that we have for all of you. So the first one up is product updates. So for those of you who are not aware, we have a very new and exciting layout coming out very, very soon. I can't say exactly when, but columns layout is an exciting new development that a lot of our engineers have been working extremely hard on behind the scenes. And a lot of why we have developed it as well has come off the back of feedback that all of you have provided. So we're very, very excited to see how all of you will make use of this a new feature and essentially use it in your classrooms. Second up, we have community updates. A lot of you who are on the schools program are also ambassadors. And a lot of you who are ambassadors probably already know this, that you've been getting new Wakelet ambassador swag. So for all of you that don't know what the Wakelet ambassador program is, it's part of the community program. It's the top tier of the community program. The three tiers are community member, community leader, and Wakelet ambassador. And as a Wakelet ambassador, of course, you have many responsibilities, but one of the amazing perks is that you get some very, very cool swag to represent Wakelet at loads of events around the world, wherever you are. And you also get latest product updates that are literally mailed straight to your inbox before anyone else will ever get to know it. Applications for the Wakelet Ambassador program are open now, so please feel free to apply. A lot of the community leaders in the school program, so all of you are eligible to apply for to become a Wakelet Ambassador if you fulfill the criteria. One of the criteria to become a Wakelet Ambassador is, of course, to have good knowledge of the product and to have evangelized it in your local communities with your PLN. So, of course, all of you in the schools program have been doing this, and so stand a good chance. And I'd recommend all of you apply if you think it's something you'd be interested in. And now, sort of for the big announcement coming up, we have the Wakelet Schools update. So before I really go into this update, I just wanted to give you guys sort of a storyline of how we really came about to, building out this update and getting the program to a state where we can actually have what I'm going to announce to you. So we are sort of coming to the close of a year of having the Wakelet Schools program running. We started it in the academic year beginning 2020, and now was at this inception of the academic year beginning 2021. And as a part of that, we of course are wanting to make the program like any other part of Wakelet or the Wakelet team's sort of projects. We want to make the schools program as exciting and accessible to all of you as possible. And of course, we've seen a spectrum of different sort of feedback from the schools program. A lot of you have really used the tools we've given you to go above and beyond. Examples being Stormy Daniels from Dowell Elementary in the US, We've got Vishal from Rosary School in India, Paramjeet from KNPS, Monica Joshi. The names just, there's so many amazing educators and schools that have made amazing use of the program and everything that it has to offer. But we really wanted to take it a step further and see how we can improve your experience even more and really build a sort of mechanism where the schools that have really put the time and effort to evangelize Wakelet within their school community. And, we've actually seen schools go beyond that as well and start evangelizing Wakelet in their local communities or districts or state area. We wanted to really give them a platform and officialize the effort and time they're putting into the program to evangelize Wakelet. And that's sort of how we came on to the concept of the Wakelet Showcase School program. It's a term that we have used in the past, especially with the showcase that we have every month on the global meetup. And rightly so, all the schools that have been showcased on the global meetup are indeed or will indeed be inducted into the Wakelet Showcase School program. And, we're super happy and proud to announce that the Wakelet Showcase School program will be live in 2022. So this is going to be January 2022. And we can't be more excited to see how all of you will make use of this new edition. So just a little update. We will be opening applications up to the Showcase School program very soon. Some of the prerequisites to becoming a Showcase School program is that you would have had to have gone through the Wakelet School program and completed all the tasks. So, of course, as all of you know, we have several tasks in the Wakelet School program that you'd have to complete. And once you complete all of those tasks, pretty much like how we have in the community, when you step up from community leader to ambassador, it's going to be the same exact thing with Wakelet School to Wakelet Showcase School. You send over your application, we review it, and on a yearly basis, we will accept only a limited number of schools into the Wakelet Showcase School program, and it will be liable to be liable to renewal every single year. And what this essentially means is that if you are a Wakelet Showcase School in 2022, you get an entire year as Wakelet Showcase School in your region, and then you will have to reapply come 2023-24. We're doing this with a lot of things in mind. We're doing this so that we give many schools the opportunity to be part of the Wakelet Showcase School program. And the reason why we've also created this category is because all of the schools that are accepted into the Wakelet Showcase School program will be given a lot of time and energy from the whole Wakelet team. All of you will be getting exclusive swag, boxes that are only for the Showcase School program, that will not be sent to any other schools. And of course, there's a bunch of other curricular focused benefits, like we have designed this really cool project, the Global Collaboration Project, which essentially will connect schools from across the world. And what this essentially does is it allows for schools in, let's say, India to connect with schools in Europe, or schools in the US to connect with schools in Malaysia. So we really want to create this really global connected community of education through the Wakelet brand, through the Wakelet Schools brand. And an example that I'd like to sort of talk about right now is the Wakelet, let me stop sharing, is the Wakelet Global Collaboration Project that we sort of had with two schools in particular that we tried it out with. One was KNPS, and the other one, one was KNPS and the other one was Leo Academy. And KNPS, of course, are a school in India, and Leo Academy are a school in the UK. And essentially what we did is we connected these two schools, and this is exactly the opportunity that every showcase school will be having, where we will connect you to another showcase school from across the world. And of course, it's going to be randomly allocated unless you have a specific preference for a region, for example. And then we sort of build out a project around SDGs. Of course, nowadays, every single school globally has put a massive emphasis on these sustainable development goals. And as such, we think we should play a part in encouraging this via collaboration on Wakelet. So the Global Collaboration Project will essentially bring together many such schools to come together and share information on how the different schools have been teaching their students to collaborate on SDGs. I want to show you an example of the two schools that I mentioned. I'm just going to pull the example up really quick. And whilst I am doing this, I also want to mention that, so a lot of you probably are thinking, for example, if you have become a global showcase school, a Wakelet showcase school, and there's obviously going to be schools that, for example, aren't at that level yet or aren't ready for that yet. What happens to them? And, here at Wakelet, we're not really looking at this Wakelet Schools program to be something that rejects schools or accepts schools as such. The schools that don't make it, we'll try and give you the best opportunity to make it the next year. And what we will do is put you in a mentoring program. So one of the responsibilities of the Wakelet Showcase schools will be to actually mentor schools that haven't made it to the Showcase program. And one of the great things about this is that the Showcase schools, who, in our eyes, will be sort of the standard for best practices with Wakelet within curricula and within non-curricular activity within a school, will then be able to evangelize that same concept with all of you folks from the other schools. And we really want this to be a program that not only helps you advocate and adopt Wakelet internally in your school to improve, engagement, etc. We also want it to be something where you can also share curricular best practices unrelated to Wakelet. We want to really enhance your experience as a result of you being part of the Wakelet Schools program and by connecting these dots. Let me just try pulling this link up really quick. So of course, as all of you can imagine, once you do become Wakelet Showcase School, all of you will be sent a sort of really cool swag box, which I'm sure all of you are very, very excited about. And if you have any questions at all about the Wakelet Showcase School program, you can always message either myself or anyone from the team, and I'm sure all of them will be able to help you. One thing I should mention is that even though we are opening up applications fairly soon, we will not be accepting any schools into the Showcase program till January. So all of these Showcase schools will only be announced in January. So up until that point, you have time to actually, if you haven't done, finish the tasks and really make an impact and try and get into the Showcase school program, essentially. And all of you are probably also aware about the fact that, we have a task template tracker. It would be of great help to us if you could actually update your task template tracker to showcase how your school's making the most of Wakelet. This, of course, helps us a lot with keeping track with how you are making the most of the program, and not just how you, as in how the 5 community leaders in the school are making the most of the program, but also how the rest of the school is making the most of the program. And I think that'll be very, very important as something to showcase, to get into the Showcase School program. I'm going to also share very quickly now the profile of Dowell Elementary. I think now they're known as Duran Elementary. Let me share my screen really quick. Just give me 1 second. So if I share my screen, hopefully all of you can see my screen now. So Duran Elementary, like I mentioned previously, one of the schools, or Dowell Elementary, sorry, is one of the schools who've really stood out and have made amazing advances via the Wakelet Schools program. And one of the reasons why I want to showcase them is so, I can sort of really showcase and emphasize the quality and the standard that we're sort of looking for as a Wakelet Showcase School. So, of course, one of the once, if all of you have kept in line with the task, you'll see the final task is indeed to pull all of your activities together and make a Wakelet profile for your school. And Dowell Elementary have just done this, right? So they've made an amazing profile showcasing how various parts of their school is using Wakelet. So you have training resources, teacher collections, global collaboration, campus collections, and at the very top, you've got some cool news and announcements. And I think what's important over here is to see the sort of diversity in their application of Wakelet across the school. And this is essentially what we're also trying to see from Showcase schools, because in order to be a Showcase school, you must also have understood in depth the true application of Wakelet, not just across curricular activity, but like I mentioned previously, non-curricular activity as well, so that going forward, you can mentor schools who've never heard about Wakelet and really share best practices with them, of course, in line with how they can use Wakelet, but obviously curricular-based best practices as well. I think one of the amazing examples which the Global Collaboration Project showed us, and I do apologize, I am not able to track down the collection, but I'll share it in the Microsoft Teams channel straight after the webinar. So one of the learnings that we sort of had from the Global Collaboration Project was just the amazing cultural exchange that the students had and the sort of curiosity that it brought about in students from different parts of the world. So obviously students from India went about their day-to-day completely different to students from the UK. And to see that sharing of ideas and to really see them interact with each other's content is truly amazing, because I think it sort of opens up the student's mind to the possibilities of what exists outside of their country, outside of where they grew up. And I think it's ever important, especially in this world where, we're battling issues like the climate crisis, where we feel this oneness and we feel this connection with not just people within our sort of nation or state, but also we feel a sort of global connection. And I think the Global Collaboration Program has done just that, and then connected schools to really showcase how they are getting their students to work on the different SDGs. And I think, again, this cross-pollination of information is super useful for schools going forward. I want to end on this note and really sort of encourage all of you to apply to the Wakelet Showcase School program. I will be dropping the application link in the Teams channel very soon. And if all of you as well would like to check the actual Wakelet Showcase School landing page, it's literally the same landing page we had for the schools program, which is schools.wakelet.com. We've also updated with information on the Showcase School program. So if all of you can go and have a look there, I think you'd be pleasantly surprised with how it's sort of arranged for all of you. And like I said, we all want to see as many schools possible on the Wakelet Showcase School program. And yeah, we're very, very excited to see all of you there. So thank you very much for joining me today. And I'm looking forward to answering any questions you have after the call. So like I said, you can always get in touch with me on Twitter. My handle's right next to my name, or you can message any of the Wakelet team. And yeah, we're really looking forward to seeing applications come about and to sort of take this to the next level. For now, thank you and goodbye. And I'll see you next month when we sort of resume having different schools come on to the show and showcase what they're doing. Thank you.